So, it's over. It is finally over, ladies and gentlemen. This arc that has been dragging out for far too long. That overstayed its freaking welcome. Like, my goodness, I'm glad. It's bad enough I don't care much for Blake as a character. I'm sorry to say that. But I just don't care for her much. You just don't find her appealing. Sorry. But it's at least done. Especially because it took 2 volumes for it to end, you know? For her being on that island, trying to convince everybody. Which I know is a thing that takes a while, because in a way it's like politics. It takes a while to get people on your side. But when it comes to a show, you gotta pick up the pace, people, or else people will start snoozing, and that's what I was doing. Because, to tell you the truth, nothing about this, despite the 2 great fight scenes in this episode, because we finally got fight scenes. So yeah, all of you who keep complaining about how this volume, or RWBY has no value no more, you got your fight scenes, so you can start complaining now. Are you happy? Anyways, the arc is over with. And even then, it still feels like a giant cop-out, you know, like, yay, good guy, happy ending for everyone. And of course, this is a fairy tale thing, but still, come on. Before I get into that, let's talk about the first things. Ozpin in the conversation. In a way, they use RWBY as a way to talk, the audience talk to Ozpin. From the very beginning, we always thought that Ozpin's cane was a relic. Because he always carried around him no matter what form he was in, but turns out it was not. The relic that Beacon had is actually well hidden, so even if Cinder does have the maiden to get the relic, she won't be able to find it. Ozpin made it more challenging, he says. Okay, that's very interesting, and especially I am disappointed the cane isn't, because cane looks very important, but it is to Ozpin and Ozpin alone, apparently. He probably had a cane for hundreds or probably thousands of years, and someone probably gave it to him, or he already has some type of special magic over it or something. Who knows? But we do know that it's a very special cane. Now let's get on with the situation with Lionheart. This guy. He tried to set his trap by having Ozpin and the rest of the group come to a meeting at night. That doesn't sound suspicious at all. No. It could have been in the morning where people usually have meetings, or in the evening where people also have meetings. It had to be at night where everyone's quiet and asleep, or just come to the house and they talk it over there, you know, it's safe. No, it has to be at night. This doesn't look like a trap at all. Of course, this is probably the poorest excuse for a trap I've ever seen in a long time. Nighttime, really? They're already suspicious about you as it already is. And you think having a meeting at nighttime doesn't sound suspicious at all. But guess what, man? It does. So, poor on you, Lionheart. You suck. But anyway, thinking on the conversation that he had with Raven. There's 2 ways you can see their betrayal. Well, in a way, Raven's not betraying anybody. We all thought she went there in order to confront Crow, but it turns out she didn't. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty interesting. I guess she really does kind of want Crow dead, I guess. Like, okay, I'm kind of glad they did that. I'm glad there was no false feelings, typical things, so I'm glad about that. So the conversation she had was how Lionheart was feeling depressed and guilt about what he's doing. But you've been doing it for so long, you might as well cut off the guilt and just live up to it. Because they're both being cornered by Salem by taking down their place. But the funny thing is one way or another, she's going to attack Haven. So in a way, Lionheart is doing all this for nothing. He isn't protecting anything, because Salem's going to attack Haven anyways with the white thing. So all he's doing is for nothing. It's all in vain. No point. Raven, however, is trying to find a way to double cross them to have him leverage, which is pretty smart. And the way she sees this is actually very reasonable. And in this world, you are given a choice to do things the way you want to. So if you want to come in this world and you don't want to live for other people, that's fine by you. If you want to live for yourself and take care of yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no rule saying you have to live for others. So Raven wants to just take care of her tribe and move place to place and stay out of it. That is okay. She don't want to be involved with Salem or Ozpin. That is okay. The only thing I don't like about her is how she's a terrible mother and stuff like that. I guess she knows she's a terrible mother, so there's not much I can go on that. So yes, that is it for that. You know, those conversations, a little point perspective on those 2, and of course not falling for Lionheart's stupid, idiotic trap. Now let's get on with the fight between the Belladonnas and the White Fang. Now, the first scene. Throughout the last 2 episodes, it made it seem like Blake's mom was in danger, in trouble because they haven't showed her. Usually in shows, when you don't show the character while a lot of action's going on, it means they're gravely injured, hostage, or they're dead. And I was looking forward to that. That would probably add some good development for Blake as a character. But no, another cop-out. I don't know what's going on, but this whole entire week when it comes to action scenes, it has been cop-out after cop-out. I'm getting tired of it. And what I mean by that is the finest. The finest that also be big and bad, the bat finest. I thought he was an eagle or hawk finest at first, but no, he is a bat finest. You are supposed to be a top professional assassin. You're supposed to get your job done quickly and swiftly as possible. So tell me why you come down, jump on one of your enemies, and you only strangle them. You could have brought a gun, you could have brought a knife, you could have brought whatever weapon you could have, but you just brought your hands and you start strangling a guy, which is taking forever for you to do. And knowing you have a lot of other enemies around you, that made no sense at all. It's like Rooster Teeth just took these henchmen and this Valiant and completely made a total mess of them. All the way down to the Spire Faunus. I think the biggest disappointment to me is the Spire Faunus. She was supposed to, like, Spire is probably the coolest insect / bug you could have that people always talk about. Spider-Man is a perfect example of this. They could have done so much with the Spire Faunus, but she was poorly designed, first of all. She's just stand within the background, like, come on. And then she gets knocked out quickly by Sun and never seen or heard of again. Like, I made a Spire Faunus some weeks ago, and people thought it was really cool. I gave him a cool backstory. He's based off the character Nazi. And I even made a speed paint video of it on my channel, and you can go check that out if you want to, but let's get on the main topic. The Batpod is the leader, this top quality assassin, but he doesn't do nothing. And first of all, Blake's mom, she only has a T-train. And she runs over and she knocks the guy out with a T-train. It goes to a black scene where it goes on to another scene of Blake's dad and them fighting the twins. However, it felt like, what was the point? They just showed us her knocking out the Bat Faunus. They could have just done that, because this was just a boring as hell cop-out. If we all knew that she was going to live and be unharmed, what was the point? They could have done something with this. First of all, you're really a professional assassin, first of all. I'm just still getting on this about him. You could have turned around quickly and knocked her out or something, hold her for hostage for leverage or something like that, injure her, kill her, something. But no, you get knocked out by a mother with a T-train. And she runs, she makes a noise, you hear it, but you get knocked out by her. That is pathetic. And now with the fight scenes. Okay, first of all, Blake's dad, amazing. You know, he came in like a freaking Sabretooth / Wolverine or even Beast, whatever cool, like, animal-like X-Men you can think of. He was just throwing around the twins, manhandling them, even getting stabbed in the freaking back. He was still going. Like, dang, dude, you are high on adrenaline right now. Just Hulk smash. And it was pretty cool. Then the fight with Blake and Ilya, to me, was, man, it wasn't that interesting. Here's something, once again, that I am disappointed with in the fight. Ilya turns off the lights. Oh no, now you can't see her. But here's the thing though, what people were talking about online. In Volume 1, during class, Pyrrha and Blake are talking about how the Faunus all have good eyesight in the dark. How they won a battle because they were able to see their opponents, where their opponents were blind because they were humans and they can't see in the dark, like the Faunus can. Faunus have good eyesight. So, what was the point of turning off the lights? Oh yeah, that's right, Ilya is a Charmeleon and she can go invisible or blend in into the dark, so I guess it's really hard to spy her out. But still, all Faunus can see in the dark, so it didn't make Blake that hard to see her, even sense her, for crying out loud. So after that, the real fight that everyone loved to talk about today was the fight of this episode was Sun versus Ilya. That was a cool fight. That was an amazing fight, a superb fight. It brought back the old days of choreography, even though I keep saying that you have to move on from it. We're not getting it. Turns out Rooster Teeth can do this. I was surprised to see that. Rooster Teeth can still do amazing fight scenes without Monty. Not only do more of them. Can you do that, Rooster Teeth? Can you do more of them, please? Just, it's not a hard request, but come on. I know it takes some time out, but please, do it. Do some more fight scenes. So now, once again, towards the end of the battle, they do another cop-out scene, where it looks like the building's about to fall on Ilya. But then Blake's dad comes in, holds up the rubble, and then Sun uses his spiritual semblance in order to help him out. And then we thought it was going to be Ilya to be killed, and we thought it was going to be Blake's dad to be killed. They kept teasing us the whole entire time. But no, it's just one of the twin brothers died. To tell you the truth, I don't care about them. In fact, I don't care about any of the enemies in Blake's arc that much, because they don't seem like they have a much of big impact. Like, if they weren't even there, it didn't matter. Blake would still have the problem trying to recruit people to help out Haven. So they didn't have to be there to tell you the truth to make things interesting. And it was just there just to bring in a little bit more conflict, but I still had no interest in these people. So the fact that one of the brothers died, I didn't really care much about it. I would be more interested if it was Ilya, or it would have been Blake's dad. It would have brought on some sort of development. For instance, if Ilya would have died in the falling of the rebel, it would prove to Blake that she can't save everybody. Not everyone can turn over a leaf like that. Some people are very strong to their resolve, and therefore, there's nothing she can do about it. Like, you were strong to your resolve, Blake. She's resolved. She's strong to her resolve. It could have been like that, but no. Or it could have been if the dad fell into the rebel or gravely injured or killed. It could have brought some impact or emotional sting in her heart. Something. But no, it's one of the brothers. One of the ones you want to die because you don't care about. I don't care about Ilya neither, but still. This was terrible. The execution of this episode, in my opinion, was terrible. In the end, she got all the Faunus to join up because she says this is what Adam's going to do to Haven. Even though technically this is what the humans did to the Faunus, so what does it matter? And of course, Ilya, instead of being imprisoned like everybody else, even Ilya proved that she was well aware of her actions. She's not sent to jail. No, because that's not that kind of story. You know, happy endings for everyone. So instead of going to jail or anything like that, she's the only one out of the assassination group that gets to go with freaking Blake. Wow, that's amazing. No, despite that, I do believe in forgiveness. I also believe that someone should suffer for the consequences. No matter how much you do realize your mistakes and how much you want to redeem yourself, you still should go through your punishment no matter what. And in a way, it just felt like she got off scot-free, man. Sure, she probably felt a little guilty, but it doesn't matter. She's not being punished for her actions. So in the end of the day, this episode had terrible execution. Despite that two good fight scenes between Blake's dad and son, that was it. The rest of this episode was pretty much of a big tease. We thought someone was going to die, someone's going to get injured, but no. Just one person. That was it. So yeah. I think Rooster Teeth's taking a break off of RWBY for the rest of the year, so we won't probably get another episode until the next year, and sure, why not? This probably will give them a chance to work more on their storylining and animation. Good job. Good work for that. Hopefully you do a better job. It wasn't the animation or anything that was wrong. It was just the execution of how this story went about right now that I am disappointed in. So that's all I got for this video. That took a lot out of me. I'm kind of tired right now. Because I was just so disappointed and angry with this episode, man. And for these things that how it kept teasing us over and over again. But that's all I got for this episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll be much obliged. This is all Madcrownxox Anime. Sign out.